While I worked for others, I never felt I was being paid what I was worth. I wanted to work for myself but didn't know where to start or how to transition from employee to entrepreneur. I was uncertain. I was afraid about how to make that shift. This podcast is about giving you the courage to take action, to stop trading your time for money, trading your life for a job that doesn't fulfill you or pay you what you're worth. This podcast is about giving you the tools and courage to finally work for yourself. Hi, I'm Phil Delozano, a success coach and entrepreneur, and I'm paying it forward by helping others like yourself go from employee to entrepreneur. It won't be easy. It'll take hard work and determination. Anyone starting a business needs a mentor, a coach to help navigate to success, someone to push you, mentor you, and give you the pep talks that keep you going. This is your wake-up call. Welcome to Be Your Own Boss. Welcome to the show. Happy New Year. It's a happy 2019. I hope your celebrations were in line, and I hope this coming year is very prosperous for you. In our last episode, we talked about it being a new year and setting new goals and becoming a new you. And this episode, to start off the year, is kind of going to be a rant. I had some meetings with some clients this week, and we talked about the coming new year and things that they wanted to accomplish and things that they didn't accomplish in the prior year and how they were going to do it. And I found myself a little disturbed by what I was hearing. It was rather interesting. I asked a person, okay, it's a new year. What are your goals for the year? And, they told me about their goals and where they wanted to go and where they saw themselves. And I said, okay, great. I said, give me a timeline. Let's talk about a timeline on when you want to accomplish this. And, they showed me various different timelines. And with some of them, it was some of the same goals that they had the prior year that they hadn't accomplished. And we kind of went into that. So I said, how is this year going to be different than last year? What's it going to take for you to accomplish your goals? And I'm hoping this rant that I share with you today kind of gets you thinking about some of the goals that you set for yourself and if you're guilty of this, because it's rather frustrating for me when I hear that people are going to just do more of the same. So they told me about their goals. They told me about their timelines. So my next logical question to them was, okay, how are you going to go about accomplishing it? And different things were said, but what it boiled down to was they were going to try harder. So I said, what does that mean, try harder? Basically, they were going to do more of the same, but with more intensity. So I said, let me get this straight. So picture this. Picture a hamster on a wheel. And you all have seen hamsters on their wheel. And they walk on their wheels. So as they walk, when they stop, they're in the exact same spot as when they were when they left. No matter how hard they run, or no matter how fast they run, when they stop on that wheel, meaning walking or running, they find themselves in the same spot. So when I heard in conversation from the others that they were going to try harder, the picture of the hamster came to my mind right off the bat. I said, okay, so you're going to try harder this year than last year. And you think that's going to allow you to accomplish your goal. You think it was for the fact that you just didn't try harder. So would you say, I asked, would you say that your focus, or you weren't focused on accomplishing your goals? And no, most of them told me that they weren't guilty of that. They were focused on their goal. But they still felt that by just trying harder, a little bit harder, they would accomplish it this year. So one of the things that I wanted to talk to you about, as I talk to them about, is if you keep doing the same things the same way, you're more than likely going to get the same result. Now, we've heard all variances of this and jokes about this, but that's basically what it is. It's going to be about more of the same. No matter how hard you try or how fast you try, if you do it the same way, it's going to be the same. So for something to change, for you to accomplish that goal, you're going to have to change the way you go about it. So if you set yourself a goal for last year that you didn't accomplish, and you're going to think about putting a little more effort into it this year so that you can accomplish it, more than likely, that's not the route. You're going to need to do something different. So I want you to think about that for yourself. Is this new year a repeat of last year? Is that all this is? You know, you've got a new year. It's going to be a new you. You've got new goals. You've got goals set for yourself. You've got timelines set for yourself. But if you're going to do it the same way that allows you to fail, is it going to be the same? Are you going to get more of the same for yourself? Remember that. I want you to think about that. I want you to think and picture that hamster on his wheel. No matter how hard he runs, no matter how fast he runs, when he stops, the place that he's finds himself is in the same place he left. He didn't accomplish any goal unless the goal was to stay in the same spot. So I really want you to think about that, because that was one of the themes that I was hearing from people, is that I was going to do it a little bit harder this year. Now, the other thing is, as I asked what were your goals for the year, I heard goal after goal after goal after goal after goal. There was just so many goals, I was starting to get confused. People were setting so many goals for themselves. I said, okay, last year, did you find yourself doing the same thing? Did you set all these goals for yourself? Whether it was 10, 12, 15, the numbers were astronomical. And a lot of people said yes. And I asked the magical question, and you know it's coming. Did you accomplish these goals? Well, some I did, but most I didn't. Is it possible that you didn't accomplish those goals because you were spread so thin? You know, it's great at the beginning of the year to set all these goals for yourself. And now, you know, especially in the episode from last week, we told you how to set the goals properly so that you can measure them, you can put a timeline against them, and you can put the steps towards them. But if you've got so many of them, it's going to be hard to focus on them. I said, here's a thought. Instead of trying for 15 goals, maybe we should try for 3, 4 at most, and focus on those goals this year. What are your 3 or 4 most important goals that you want to accomplish? That was the homework that I set for a lot of my clients. I said, what are the 3 or 4 most important goals that you want to achieve this year, that you're going to focus on, that we're going to create a game plan for, that we're going to do different from last year, that's going to help you accomplish your goals, because on your own, it's just not happening. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I worried about people's personal goals when my focus should be on business? Well, believe it or not, if you're not where you want to be at personally, your business is not going to be there either. If I can show you success in your personal life, That's going to translate to your business life. That's going to give you the courage for those that are sitting on the fence to get out there and go from employer, or rather employee, to entrepreneur. You know, it's going to give you the courage to not say, well, when I get enough money, I'll do this. That's not going to work. Or when everything is this, and this perfect, I'll try it then. Perfectionism, we already talked about that, is not going to get it for you. Having enough money is not an excuse for launching your business. We talked about side hustles. There's so many different things that you can do to create different streams of income for yourself that will give you the money to do what you want. The question is, do you really want it? Or is it maybe just a dream? Or are you around the wrong people that are not allowing your dreams to grow with you? Just to grow. They're keeping them stagnant. And you're not going to go anywhere. Another year passed, 2018 passed. I'm certain at the end of 2017, at the beginning of 2018, you made goals for yourself. And they probably were big ones as you think back. How many of you accomplished those goals? You know, how many? Not many. More than likely, most of you did not accomplish them. And I'm sorry. I'm really sorry to hear that. And that's what I found with most of my clients. Most of my clients made so many goals for themselves that they didn't accomplish a lot of them. And they were okay with it. That's just not the way to do it. It's just not the way to do it. So, I'm sorry about this rant. I really was frustrated this year as I sat down with people and I talked to them about their goal settings and what they want to accomplish for 2019 and to see where I could go with it. So what I want you to do is, if you made a list of 12, 15, 18 goals for yourself for the year, I really want you to narrow it down. Narrow it down to 3 or 4. You can't focus on 12. You just can't do it. Narrow it down. Get that focus on those goals. Set your timelines for those goals. Set the markers for those goals so that I'm going to accomplish this by then, and then I'm going to accomplish this by then, and it gets you closer and closer to accomplishing that goal. Set smart goals. If you're not certain how, listen to last week's episode on setting smart goals, and that'll help you to set those. But by focusing on fewer goals, whether it's 2, 3, 4, smaller amount of goals will help you to accomplish those goals. And I promise you, you're going to feel a whole lot better about you and about yourself and about where you're going and about what you're doing when you accomplish those goals. So thanks for allowing me to rant. I greatly appreciate it. As I said before, we've got some upcoming interviews with some entrepreneurs that'll be able to share some of their experiences with you and some of their insights that will help you to finally launch your business and to get you going. Again, this show is for those that are on the fence, that have been on the fence, that have known deep inside that there was more in life for them than just working for somebody else, that they have always wanted to go from employee to employer, or rather entrepreneur. They wanted to be the boss, but they just didn't know how. If this is you, listen on, because we've got some good stuff coming in the future, in future episodes. So, it is a new year. I know you've set some new goals. Let's go ahead and review those so that we can make a new you. Again, thank you for listening. I greatly appreciate it. This is Phil Del Lozano, and have a wonderful 2019. Thank you for listening to the show. We greatly appreciate it. For those of you that want to make 2019 a different year for yourself, go to our website, byobpeptalk.com. That's byobpeptalk.com, and download a free report. We've excerpted from our book that I've written that'll allow you and give you different ideas to make extra money in this coming new year without giving up your job. So there are different side hustles that you'll be able to choose from that will allow you to make more money in this coming year. Also, we'd like to announce a contest. If you leave us a positive review and a 5-star rating on iTunes, your name will be automatically entered into a contest for a new iPad. All you have to do is leave us a positive review and a 5-star rating on iTunes, and your username will be automatically entered into our contest for a new iPad. We hope you enjoyed the show, learned a lot, and as always, you can always ask a question, which we'll be more than happy to address on the show for you. Just visit our website, byobpeptalk.com. That's byobpeptalk.com. We hope you had a great day and have a great day, and we look forward to hearing from you again.